You're listening to 102.7 Chop FM, and this is ArtsTalk. Good evening, you're listening to 102.7 Chop FM, and this is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Goss.
And this show is dedicated to bringing the arts to Newmarket. Yes, musical artists, lots of those, but any artist practicing any discipline, be they amateur or professional. And if you're in the arts community and would like to appear on this show, then we have a way for you to reach out to us and contact us. What is that?
You can send us an email at artstalkradio102.7@gmail.com, or you can check us out on Facebook. Ooh, we got an ambulance in the background. This show's on fire. Okay, sorry for that minor interruption. You can check us out on Facebook.com. That's facebook.com/artstalkradio. Send us a message either way.
And don't forget to tune in every Wednesday at 6 o'clock or thereabouts to...
Yeah, today we're actually early.
We're
that's unheard of.
Freaking out our loyal listenership.
Yeah, seriously. They're not listening. They expected this to be
we recommend tune in about 5:45, hang in there till 6:15, because it'll start happening anytime in that half hour. To hear good music and to learn what's going on in the independent arts scene.
Before we get to our guest, who is Mr. Zachary Kennedy. My lovely brother, very talented. We're going to listen to a little bit of Buzz Deluxe. We have a show coming up on Friday in Newmarket at the Grey Goat. You can check out 4 really cool bands. We have Heldorados, the Classy Rex, the Hirachis, and Buzz Deluxe. So let's listen to a little bit of that, and we'll talk to you in a bit.
I'm down with the dogs and up with the rain, living strong in a life of pain. In a little while, if things ain't okay, I'll shoot out the lights, make some more rain. It's gray and it's cold, nothing's the same as it once was. There's no one to blame. It's all in my head, a head filled with pain. Close up the blinds, make some more rain. The dogs and up with the rain. I'm living strong in a life of pain. In a little while, if things ain't okay, I shoot out the lights, some more rain.
That was Buzz Deluxe on 102.7 Chop FM. Exciting.
Very exciting. They are going to be
song.
playing with a lot
It's
of really cool bands on Friday. So
Really-
Dave's going to be there. So
I'll be
you're
there.
going to want to come.
You
Say hi to Dave. Say hi
better
to
come.
me.
Right. Say hello to the staff at ArtsTalk.
Yes.
Come to the show.
All right.
All right. So our guest tonight is Zachary Kennedy.
Welcome to the show, Zach.
Welcome to So Zach.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Good to have you back.
Yes.
How long ago was it we had you here? 6 months?
Actually,
months?
almost a year.
Was it a year?
Oh, man. Time
Yeah.
flies.
Dude.
It was December.
crazy.
Yeah.
So you're about a year older then.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I am now 15.
Wow.
15.
Getting old, man.
Yeah.
And been singing, writing songs for how long now?
A year and a half-ish, maybe a little bit longer. So.
And when did you decide you could do this? Like, the idea came to you that you just should write a song. You were working with your dad or something like that on it.
Yeah, I've been doing a little covers here and there for fun, and then I was like, I should write my own song. And that was around like probably April is when I did that. April of 2017, I should say. And
You've done a lot since you started, which is very cool.
yes.
And you have released an album already, and that's
have.
online, Spotify, all that stuff.
Yes.
Pretty crazy that you're 15 years old and you're already on like all these major streaming platforms.
Right. So we talk
Jeez.
about this all the time, but it's never been a better time in history to be an artist in terms of getting your product out to people. But it's really hard to make any money at it.
Yes.
Which is a different kind of
That's
discussion. But it is totally cool that you're in a position to record something and release something this early in your career.
Yeah.
And the people who didn't hear Zach's previous episode, Zach does all of his own recordings at home, which is pretty impressive.
Really?
Yeah.
His
It's a whole talent on its own.
his parents have invested tens and tens of thousands of dollars in recording studio. I'm telling you, that's some generous folks you got there.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah,
It's
top
good.
of the line mics, everything.
Oh, yeah.
It's good to be Zach Kennedy.
That's the title of the next album.
Do you record right into the system, or do you mic amps? How do you set up the recording?
Yeah, we generally record straight into the system just because it's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Sounds better than if we were to record from amp.
Yeah. You might need like specific types of mics and stuff for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what
It is
about
expensive.
percussion? Are you using electronics, or you got an acoustic drum kit there?
Yeah, we have. I use just a drum machine to help with it. Or well, like GarageBand has a thing called like what is it called? Software instrument, where you just play it on your keyboard. So that's pretty simple. You just program it and
Did
you're
you
good.
like take any lessons or anything like that to learn how to program drums?
Not really.
I think that's really difficult. Pretty amazing that you can just. I've heard the drums; they're great. You'll hear them soon
Yeah.
to our listeners.
I'll criticize them if I don't like them.
Dave's a drummer, so
Yeah, this whole being replaced by a computer thing is it's a little threatening.
Well, he'll get a live drummer, I'm sure.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
What about that? Put a band together? Is this a plan?
Not for this act specifically, but I do have a little band put together right now. We're not really
Nice.
doing anything, but we're
Still, you've come together, and
it's a
that's one
thing.
step forward.
it's true.
That's good.
Are you recruiting from friends from school?
Yeah, pretty much. Just kind of like a who do I know who also plays an instrument?
Right.
Even if they don't play an instrument, just give them a bass. And
Fake it.
just kidding.
The punk rock ethos.
Just fake it till you make it.
Fake it till you make it.
How many members are in your band?
So 3 including me right now.
Oh, cool. Trios are great.
Yeah, it's a strange band though. It's not an average one. It's me on vocals and hopefully someday guitar, and then ukulele and piano. So
Ooh.
yeah, got
How bizarre.
interesting
Vocal,
mix.
ukulele, and piano.
Yeah.
I like it.
This we got to hear.
That sounds pretty that does not sound heavy to me at all. I kind of pictured you in a rock band just because of how your songs sound in recordings and music that you listen to that I've heard. And so that's cool. It's like a softer side of your
Yeah.
music.
It's a different side.
Yeah. Are you doing the main, like the songwriting for that project?
We're kind of just a cover band right now.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I might kind of hand it off to them and be like, yeah, I've written a ton of songs. Somebody else should get a chance at it, you know?
Oh, that's nice. It's nice to share, right?
Wait a minute. Who are you covering?
Yeah.
That's voice, ukulele, and piano.
Oh, nobody. We're changing that completely.
Okay. So you're taking songs you like and rearranging them
Yeah.
That's cool.
for that instrumentation. Can you give me some examples of songs you're playing with those 3 instruments?
We're playing Irate Sins Not Tragedies by Panic at the
That's a
Disco.
classic. That was out when I was in high school.
We're playing Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, and those are the only two right now, but we're adding more as we go on.
You're working those.
Those are interesting songs to cover with that arrangement. I'm
Really?
excited
Who's
to hear
transposing, or are you just kind of eyeballing it?
Yeah, kind of eyeballing it. Just like, let's see what we can do.
That's amazing.
Very cool.
I really like that a lot.
So no shows yet, but I
No,
hope that
but-
you will be posting about that when you do have a show.
Yes, I will try my best to get a show as soon
We
as
will be
possible.
following and waiting for that day.
How did your dad react when you told him he couldn't be in the band?
Well, actually, every time I bring it up, he seems to not want to be in my band. So
No, that's okay, Zach. I'm kind of tied up.
no, but it'll be like, you can't
that
have.
would be cute. Though.
Doesn't make sense for me and you to be in a band. Big bit of an age difference there.
Oh, it would be pretty cute though.
Yeah, I think you just called your father old, but
Don't put words in my mouth.
Yeah.
let's not
You didn't
dwell
say
on that.
that. Well, that's cool. But your dad does play with you, right?
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
And he is teaching you guitar, I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I've made some progress since last time.
Yeah.
So
Is
that's
that
nice.
right?
Yeah. I can play chords now.
Whoa. What's your favorite chord?
I like the G chord.
G chord.
You like a G chord?
I like the G chord.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not? It's great. My favorite's E minor. It's easy. It sounds
that's
kind of
true.
sad. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, dark, gothy.
Yeah, goes nice with an A minor. Just do those two chords over and over again. You're great.
I've heard you play those.
Yeah, sure you have. Anyways, do you like electric or acoustic guitar?
Oh, electric.
Electric all the
Yeah.
way. Nice. Very
All
cool.
the way.
All the way.
So have you invested in a guitar and an amp?
No, but I just play his.
Ah.
Very nice.
For those of you not watching on the simulcast, he pointed
Oh.
at his father.
Right, radio show. Did that last time too.
He's sitting with guitar in hand. So you are going to play some songs for us today, right?
Yes, we
Very
are.
cool, very
All from the new
exciting.
album.
What's can you give us a little bit of information on the first song you're going to play? Like a little background?
Sure. This song, the first song we're gonna play is called "A New Journey," which is well, I guess I should state this. Almost all of my songs are based off of video games in some way, shape, or form. Some of them a bit more loosely than others. Some of them it's like, yeah, it's sort of something to do with this, which is a bit of this scenario. So this song's kind of about just trying something new and being really excited about it, as opposed to the kind of generic thing of being like, I'm trying something new and I'm scared.
Right,
It's like,
yeah.
let's
you wanna
flip that
be
on its head.
positive.
Yeah.
Positive thinking.
It's like, woo!
So you have talked about how your songs are based on video games or about video games. And is that some sort of genre for you? Like, is it when you write a song, do you sit down with a video game in mind, or does something influence you from a video game to write a song?
Yeah, it sort of depends sometimes, but most of the time, if I'll watch something and if it affects me really hard, I'll be like, well, I need to write about this.
Totally, yeah.
And songwriting just seems to be the best way for me to get that out there.
Do you find that you feel that mostly with video games, or do you find other parts of life are inspiring like that for songs too?
Oh, I think there's a ton of stuff that's inspiring, but for me, it's just easier to put how I think of video games onto paper.
Cool. No, it's very cool. It's very unique and interesting.
So you feel something strike you. What's your reaction? To start writing words or start thinking about melody? Where do you go first?
Melody is generally where I start, and then the words just kind of follow. Mm-hmm. But sometimes there are instances where I'll have the words and the melody, and they just kind of come at the same time, and then I write the song around those, which doesn't happen too often, but it's nice when it does, because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I know this is a good one. If it's already coming to me, you know?
Totally.
That is cool when that happens. And how do you find presenting? I guess you're not really presenting these tunes to the guys in the band. This is still stuff that you and your dad are working on mostly, right?
Yeah, it's kind of it's not like a secret or anything,
Yeah.
but it's just kind of not something I'm actively pushing to everyone I know.
Right, yeah. It's just something you're doing for fun, kind of.
Yeah.
Working on your craft.
Yeah, and since you're still working on your guitar playing skills, how do you translate the melody? Like, how do you get it? How do you get it out of your head?
Onto the guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be tricky.
Well, I always record voice memos of what I'm thinking, so that, you know, if I don't work on the song for like 2 weeks later, I'm like, what was I thinking for this? And then I'll usually play it to Dad, and he'll be like, okay, I think this would work here. But sometimes he'll be like, okay, that doesn't really work in this key, so we're gonna let's try and change it to this. But that hasn't happened too much recently. So,
So you'll sing the vocal part into your phone or whatever. You won't be thinking too much about what the other arrangement is, but you have some thoughts about what it should be like. And then so your dad will come in and he'll say, how's that sound? And you work it out from there.
yeah.
That's awesome.
And sometimes I'll have like a sort of vague idea of what I want the guitar to be doing, like maybe not what notes or chords it'll be playing, but just kind of the general feel of how it's playing. But I generally don't know the arrangement.
Good way
You
to learn
guys,
it too, though, right?
yeah. Do you perform together? Like, I know that you've done a couple shows or a talent show at your school, right? And I know I've seen you at a party
Yeah.
as the entertainment with,
Super fun.
with your dad, which was really great. Do you guys do that often?
Not as often as I like, but yeah, generally if I'm doing a school talent show, I'll just do it to like a karaoke track. But I'm trying to get something in time so I can play guitar for the next one. But
When's the next one?
sometime this month I think.
Oh,
so
gosh.
I don't think I'll be able to get
Okay.
it this time, but next semester is more what I'm looking
Pick a
for.
song that has one chord in it and just practice that chord.
Trying to learn All Star.
Oh my god. Nice.
Are you taking vocal lessons as well?
No, that's like the one thing that's escaped me through all this. Just kind of.
But the one thing we
Stuff
haven't
that's
talked
happening.
about is how your mom, our mom, is a singer, and
That
she's
is-
a good teacher for
That is true.
So is mom
So you got
kicking in
that.
advice?
Yeah, like she'll listen to stuff and say like, hey, maybe you should do this instead, or change this to that, because everybody just wants it to be as good as it can be.
Totally.
So even if at the moment I'm like, I just worked on this for like 3 hours, I don't want to change it. Afterwards, I'll be like, okay, you know what,
Right?
they were
Just
right.
but it's good to change. Yeah.
We talk about that with a lot of musicians actually who bring their songs to other people, and how you
It's
gotta.
like a producing thing, right?
Yeah, it's the producing thing where somebody's gonna make a suggestion and it could hurt your feelings
Yeah.
if you're not
Yeah.
careful. Yeah, I think you got to just develop a thick skin about that.
Yes. Which happens, I think, as you keep going and you keep improving, and you improve by, taking that-
Recognizing that
yeah.
others are going to contribute ideas that maybe
Yeah.
you didn't see.
Yeah, and definitely. I think especially once you keep working on it for a long time, you kind of just like eventually get to a point where you're like, okay, that's good enough. And you shouldn't say good enough.
No,
That's
you
a
shouldn't.
bad thing to say when working on music.
At the same time, it's hard though, because you kind of are like expecting a perfect recording or something, and it's a little bit hard to. You got to find that balance,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
it's
Because
never gonna
if
be
you're not
perfect.
prepared to deal with good enough in the studio, it's going to cost you $8 gazillion.
Oh my God.
'Cause
Yes.
You have to work
And then
and work
some.
and work and work and work, and it's never right.
Then you have this super overly produced track.
Super
Yeah.
overly produced, and it sounds like Rush.
Yeah, no one wants to sound like Rush. So.
Have we had this conversation?
God.
Zach? Have we talked about Rush with you?
Zach, do you like Rush?
Sort of.
Do you like Rush?
No.
Yes!
I haven't.
Neil, do you like
Oh,
Rush,
so
Neil?
no.
Yeah, but Neil
boy,
likes
that's
Dream
my
Theater.
boy.
This is why I know Dream Theater.
I don't feel like we should ask Tanya because I think I know what the answer is going to be. Tanya?
Yes.
No rush.
Yes.
No Rush. All
No,
right.
1, 2, 3. Pretty sure we won that round.
3-2 victory.
Oh,
3-2
tiebreaker.
victory. Congratulations.
So, anyways, forget about Rush. We are going to listen to Zach songs. Do you want to play a song now? Are you feeling ready? For
Sure,
that? Yeah,
yeah.
cool. Okay, so for those who follow us on Facebook, we're going to go live.
Yeah.
Just search ArtsTalk Radio if you don't follow us.
Are we going to get Neil in the picture here?
Yeah, Neil, do you want to be in the
You want to
picture?
tuck it up there?
I'm good.
Okay. Okay.
Keep it all on me.
Yeah.
It's all about you. Just give me 1 second here. I'm real
Oh, yeah,
sorry.
it's all good.
So what's the song again that we're gonna hear?
It's called A New Journey.
A New Journey.
And what video game is this based on?
This is actually based off of Mario, which is kind of fun.
Really?
Yeah. Although a bit more loosely than some of the other songs, kind of more of
Okay.
this sort of fits the theme. But in terms of Mario, it's kind of about how every game they try and like switch it up, as in they're taking a new journey each time. But this was an interesting song for me because I wrote it at kind of an ironic time where I was going from grade school to high school. And it
Right.
was a new journey. And it was like, I didn't even mean for that to happen. It just
kinda
did.
did.
Life comes out, right? In your
That's
art.
very cool.
That is very cool. All right, I'm ready to go. You guys are ready?
Yep.
All right, this is Zach Kennedy with A New Journey on 102.7 Chop FM.
Brand new world
out there for us to find. From dragons to candy, you can just use your mind. An experience you won't forget as long as you live. As long as you remember, you get what you give. I'm back again with a brand new friend, and our journey will last until the end. We'll take them down, take back the crown, search until we find and save them. Done this for so long and it never gets old, and I can't count how many stories I've told. Now it's time for a brand new tale, and something that I can't wait to unveil. I'm back again with a brand new friend, and our journey will last until the end. We'll take them down, take back the ground, search until we find and save them. Odyssey, Odyssey, let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, Odyssey, let's do the Odyssey. Come with me, let's do the Odyssey. Set them free, let's do the Odyssey. I'm back again with brand new friend, and our journey will last until the end. We'll take them down, take back the crown, search until we find and save them.
Woo, nice.
That was Zach Kennedy.
Yeah.
On 102.7 Chop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with Zach Kennedy.
Yes.
So that was Super Mario Brothers.
Yep.
Awesome.
Very cool. I like the high school thing you said. I could see it. I could understand. That's very nice.
And I love the little breakdown. That was cool.
Yeah.
I really like
Honestly, Zach is like so good at writing bridges.
Yeah?
Like that's like one of the. I'm so jealous of you.
Love
And
bridges.
Cora, you're a really good songwriter. Structures are great.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So did you come to that song with that idea in your head, with that bridge? Or was that kind of come out as you were working on it?
That song. I think that was just kind of a thing that happened as I was writing the song. There are some songs where the bridge is the first thing I come up with, and
Which is pretty cool.
yeah, but that one's cool. And on the studio version, there's a it's like a 4-part harmony basically, so it's just like a whole thing. Yeah. It's
Are you
super
doing
cool.
all 4 parts?
I am.
Look at you.
Wow.
Super fun to do.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's very cool.
What tools are you using? Is it Pro Tools or Adobe?
GarageBand.
GarageBand.
Yeah.
That's nice. So for people who are listening, might be students here at the school and music program, you recommending GarageBand is a good way to go?
Yeah, I think it's honestly a great way to start off doing music. It's a nice, especially if you're planning on using Logic sometime in the future, because that's basically just an upgraded version of GarageBand.
Is it okay?
Yeah, and GarageBand is just a super good way to start. It's easy, or at least I thought it was easy, and I'm sure even if you don't find it easy at first, you can find some tutorials online and probably get the gist of it pretty fast.
Right.
Which is
Very, very cool.
good thing for programs.
Yeah, these tools are typically really powerful with a whole lot of
Oh
functionality
yeah, I'd say.
that you have to work with to figure out.
I didn't realize that until I bought Pro Tools and tried to download it on an Acer laptop, and I was like, I'm gonna record my whole album this way. It just crashed my computer, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
So big.
I ended up selling Pro Tools. It didn't work. Yeah, that's okay. I got some friends that have it.
That or invest in a much
Now I've got a
bigger
brother
computer.
who can record for me, so it worked out.
Yeah, all right. Next studio album will be produced by Zach Kennedy.
Woo!
It's not a bad sound. So how many tunes? You said you got tons of music written now. How many?
So on the album, I have 13 songs.
Wow.
12 of which are original, and then
Is
there's
this
one
the,
cover.
Sorry, the new album or the?
Yes, sorry. The new album from 2018, I released an EP in 2017 called Project C.L.O.D, which has another 6 songs on there. So that is now 18 original songs, plus A Very Rockin' Christmas, which is my Christmas song, bringing it up to 19 songs, and there might just be a new batch of songs that are coming out soon.
You wrote a Christmas tune.
I did. We played it last time.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we played it last time, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we got a lot of artists coming in, and you can't remember every song.
I can't remember every song.
No.
You think a Christmas song would stand out?
Well, maybe we should
Were there bells
have...
in it or anything like that?
I think is there bells at the beginning, or am I just confusing it with Jingle Bell Rock?
In the recording there is,
Yeah.
but we played it live and there was no bells.
Oh, you played it
unfortunately.
live. I'm sorry. Now I'm confused.
While your dad was tied up playing guitar, your mother could have played some bells.
Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
Where's the bells? Not today.
She's a singer. She probably can't keep time.
Oh my god. I wouldn't get feisty with her if I were you. I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Oh, okay. Well, anyways.
Get somebody to my room. You're up in Barrie, right?
Yes.
And is that the high school t-shirt?
Yes, it is.
And so, is there a music program there?
Yeah, but funnily enough, I don't take it.
You don't?
No. Every year, there's just something that I'm like, I'd rather take this instead.
Right.
Just kind of funny. I guess just because I'm doing it every day anyway, so.
Yeah.
You don't think band would be an interesting outlet for you, though?
But you have to do what they tell you to do in band class.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. What
Yeah,
do you think?
they teach you like classic stuff.
I mean, it's good knowledge, but...
It's good to know, but sometimes you're like, I want to play my stuff from 2005, not from 1800,
Yeah.
please.
It's true. They could come up with some new material for the kids. You'd think.
You know, some of the 1800 stuff's actually pretty good.
It's not bad. Not bad.
That's why they're still playing it.
Well, yeah, but
But
Classic for a reason.
no, that's like saying every classic rock band's good, and they're not. Like Rush. Back to it.
Okay.
Just throwing the
Wow.
birds around
You
all
want to pick that sky.
all the time. I will. So going back to the school thing. So you don't take music, but that's because you are also really interested in drama, right? And
yes,
acting and
love acting.
awesome.
Yes.
So let's hear a little bit about that because we pretty much just get musicians only for the show.
Sweet, I can be like a first.
Yeah, actually,
It's
I
cool.
don't think that
We're
we've
not
had
the first,
any.
but like be top 5 for sure.
What? No, I don't think we've had any actors on here.
You know, probably predates you. I'm thinking in the
Oh.
early years of the show, the pre-Taylor years.
Okay, true.
Ooh, okay.
Before the show got good, we had an actor or two.
Okay, that's cool. My bad.
But we are interested in knowing when did you decide acting is something you wanted to try? Because that's a whole different way of putting your soul out there.
Absolutely.
Ooh, when did I decide
Scary.
acting? That was a long time ago.
Was it like
Yeah, I loved acting.
like back when you were a kid?
Yeah, it was. That was just, I don't know, I really enjoyed doing funny little voices and you're like, I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. But.
That's okay. We didn't really need you to do that. So this is just your parents probably thought I'm just another way of annoying them. But it became an obsession for you, something you really wanted to pursue.
Yeah, I got super into voice acting because I don't know, I thought it was a very interesting way to convey. I think there's a part of me that thinks voice acting is almost in some ways harder than acting because you have to convey all this emotion without them seeing you.
Right.
So it's just that much harder, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not downplaying normal acting.
no.
Don't get me wrong. I just like, there's something really cool about voice acting me. So that's what I really want to do.
Have you ever done anything with that? Like created your own movies
Well,
or that sort of thing?
I did. I created my own little short film called The Voice Committee, where it's just the only actor in the film is me, which is kind of the joke, and it's just a bunch of different voices about how, or a bunch of different voices, and it's about how they all come together to do something.
Yeah. So is that on YouTube? Can people
It
check that
is.
out? Awesome. And it's The Voice Committee?
Yes.
Do they have to search ZachSongZ or Zachary Kennedy? Or...
Probably should look for that. Yes, The Voice Committee, ZachSongZ with a Z at the end, not an S. Z.
Zed.
Are you doing the more traditional acting, on stage and doing plays at school?
Yes, I actually joined the St. Peter's play of 2018, I guess. Yeah, we started in 2017, so that's why it's throwing me off. But we did a play called Alice into Madness, which was a play
Ooh.
on Alice in Wonderland.
Who
But,
did you play?
So at the beginning, we had these 7 doors, which she had to choose to go through, but then there was an 8th one that she ended up going through. But and they were all based on the 7 deadly sins. I was
Oh.
Pride,
Cool.
and then later on in the play, I was a cook, and then later on I was a card.
That sounds very exciting. I wish I saw that.
Fun. I was also the caterpillar understudy, but I never really needed to do that.
The who? Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's really cool. Are there any
are
videos
you?
of that?
I think so.
Maybe you guys have some? I want to see that. That's so cool.
Did
Alice
you
in
do theater
Wonderland.
school?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to be Ophelia in Hamlet, and I bombed so bad. I'm not an actor. I get really nervous. I don't even like talking during songs, let alone like in between songs.
Right.
Really?
Not into it. No.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So, no kidding.
Yeah.
What about you, Tanya? Did you ever act?
Yeah.
She's nodding.
Oh,
For those
yeah,
who
you
were
were
on
in-
TV.
My mom was in like it was a musical, right? When we were kids. Oh, I forgot about that. How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. How old were you when you did that?
I was 26.
Oh my God, you were younger than me. That's nuts. Oh my God.
That's so nice.
There was a VHS kicking around with that play when we were growing
I still
up.
have the VHS.
Yeah?
No way to play it, but
I'm sure we'll find something. Never, yeah, keep that forever. That's so cool. So it runs in the family, clearly, but not skip me.
Are you thinking about career pathing that way? Like that might be a way to make a living at that?
Yeah, I super enjoy acting, and it's definitely kind of my main goal at the moment, but I guess anything can happen in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it, and like I'd love to do this, and it's just the tiniest bit more safe than music, but not by that much.
Yeah,
Well, music's more or less a guarantee that you'll starve. Acting maybe slightly less so. There's a lot of different ways you can make.
I'm gonna disagree with that, but
Well,
I don't know. The musicians that if you can go play some cover songs and make $300 a night, and that's like a guaranteed thing. Whereas
Sure.
actors are freelance, and that's not guaranteed.
Fair enough.
And you're competing, with so many other people. Anyways, not to be a downer.
no.
Try
It's
both.
a good point. It's a good point. And your friend Natalie Wong is a good example
Oh,
of a
man,
musician
yeah,
with diversified
amazing. And
ways to make money as a
Yeah,
musician.
she's a really good example of like, if you put your mind to it and try, like, she does this day in, day out, wakes up, practices, and yeah, she makes a living at it, which is really cool. Took her a long time, I think.
Although
but-
she did tell us, interestingly enough, that at the time anyway, she made more money at busking than at any
Yeah,
other
she
thing.
had to, in the
'Cause she got
TTC
a subway station down in Toronto.
Yeah, she said you can make like $300 a day or something doing that, and that's just, that's crazy,
It's
right?
fantastic.
Yeah.
But I think what's great about it is at this point in your life, you've discovered something that you find fun and rewarding that you can pursue to make a living at. Many people go their whole lives without ever getting to that point, so it's kind of awesome that you're in that situation.
Yeah, it's definitely it seems to be the weird choice among people. Like a lot of people want a bit more of a safe career, I guess.
Right,
Where it's
yeah,
like you get the
stability,
job, you're good.
It's good that
But-
you have support too, like your parents are supportive of it, and
Yeah.
have experienced it, so they can help you with that.
Is there an art scene at school? Are there kids that are also inclined this way that want to pursue these sort of artistic things?
Yeah, pretty much everyone who takes drama is that way. Well, especially this year because you have to take an art credit, so a lot of people took drama because they thought it'd be easy, which was a bad mistake for them. But
So hard. Well, if you
Yeah.
want to do it well, it's hard.
oh yeah, well, people would pass with 60s, but I don't know if that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
You gotta actually try if you want some good stuff, you know?
Yeah. So you got a couple more songs that you want to play for us, I think.
I do,
Can we hear a
yes.
little bit of information on the next song you're going to share?
Sure. This song is called Bring You Back, which is a song about a game called Kingdom Hearts 3, which will come out sometime soon, hopefully.
So it hasn't even come out yet.
No.
Okay, this should be like the trailer music. You should
Right, it's a
email
preview.
this.
How were you inspired to write a song by a game that has yet to come out?
Well, what's funny is it's called Kingdom Hearts 3, but there's about a million spin-offs in the series that are all important, and they kind of all lead to this. So I feel bad for all the people who have only played 1 and 2, and they'll go into 3 and be like, what is going on? But, so there's a lot to go on from those games, and from the trailers that I'd seen, I could kind of picture what I think the plot is going to be like.
very
So
cool.
I kind of based it around that. And this song is, if you're taking it at face value, it's about wanting to bring someone back to life because you messed up while they were alive. But I think that's going a bit too deep. I think it's more just about the idea of like, man, I messed up, but I need to make it better. And
All right.
you just want to prove that.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. What a great theme.
definitely.
So this is, once again, Zach Kennedy on 102.7 Chop FM.
They say that you're just a part of me. They say you have no destiny. I will prove them all wrong. It is time for you to sing your own song. I'll bring you back. I won't let your sacrifice be made in vain. I'll bring you back, I won't let him rise again. I'll bring you back, you need to know that you're not part of me. I'll bring you back, save us all, and set you free. I don't know what I have to do, but I'll take them down, that I promised you. They'll regret taking us all on. It is time for us to fight back. I'll bring you back, I won't let your sacrifice be made in vain. I'll bring you back, I won't let him rise again. I'll bring you back, you need to know that you're not part of me. I'll bring you back, save us all, and set you free. I know I failed you once, but I won't let it happen again. I made so many mistakes, but I promise I'm your friend. I'll bring you back, 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 I won't let your sacrifice be made in vain. I'll bring you back, I won't let him rise again. I'll bring you back, you need to know that you're not part of me. I'll bring you back, save us all, and set you free. I'll bring you back, I swear I'll keep fighting until you are by my side. I'll bring you back, I promise you this isn't the end. I'll bring you back, I've cried your tears, I know they're real like you. I'll bring you back, save us all, and set you free, and set you free.
Zach Kennedy on 102.7 Chop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with Zach. His mom and dad, that's Neil accompanying him on guitar, by the way, and his mom Tanya also in the house.
I heard a little bit of singing.
Yeah, a little bit of support, a little vocal support there.
Yeah,
Good.
it's hard not to.
I got three-part harmonies. It's beautiful.
It is. It's really nice. Those are good tunes.
Also, a key change is always just like, yes!
Yeah, exactly.
I'm always like, yes, I forgot about that. I love a good key change. Good job, Zach.
Thank you.
For sure. And those are things, again, you tend to come to the song with that already in mind.
Was that your idea, the key change?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember that.
That's good.
Very cool. Yeah.
Is this all just inherited, just DNA?
I guess so.
It's weird. Like people work their whole
And hard
lives
work.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
He works hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. How long every day do you spend at music?
It varies, but I usually try and spend a couple hours a day.
A couple hours a day.
Trying to do something, even just like humming a little tune to sing along to something in my head.
Or
That
working on
helps.
another song, or
Yeah, I always am kind of writing down ideas whenever I have them, and obviously not all of them make it, but some of them would just be like, hey, just thought of a cool line, let me just write that down real quick, and maybe I'll use it in a song someday.
It's good to have it, like, it's having to not use it versus not write it down and then forget about it.
Yeah.
And not remember.
write it in your phone.
Yeah.
There's no little pieces of paper, scraps of paper around the house.
We got voice notes. We got, like, voice notes and electronic notepads. We don't use scraps
You'll
of
have to
paper
show me that
anymore.
someday.
Really?
That's a thing, eh?
I'll show you.
What if you can't find your phone?
What if you can't find...
What if your phone's out of battery?
No one lets their phone run out of battery in
No.
this day and age.
No.
At least I don't.
Really?
I cry when my phone dies. I gotta go home. I gotta charge my phone.
I gotta get disconnected, man. I'm getting off the grid. That's it.
Sometimes I know. They made like an update to cell phones, and now you can monitor how much screen time you use. I don't even want to know
No.
at
you really
this
don't.
point. Yeah.
And I ran into somebody who said, we should get together for a coffee. This is apropos of nothing, just how I'm becoming a grumpy old man when it comes to technology. And so he says, cool. So he sends me an email. Want to get together for coffee? So I send back a suggested date and time, and he bounces back to me a link. So I click on the link. It's his calendar.
That's weird. Well, that might throw me off a little bit too, to be
What am I, his
honest.
assistant? I'm gonna dig through his calendar now, find a place to have a coffee with him.
I hope he's listening right now.
So I hope he is too, because I lost my mind. Sent him a very rude email in return with a
really?
lot of language you can't use on this show.
David.
And because not only did I have to root through his calendar to find a date, but I even went that far, even though I'm thinking, what am I doing here? And I click on it, and then it brings up this thing where I got to put all this information in all these mandatory fields, like I'm on a bank site or something. All these mandatory fields. That's when I lost.
That's
my
actually kind of
mind.
funny that he's like, yeah, find a time. Here's my schedule.
It'd be like somebody throwing a day timer in front of you, saying, flip through that, see if you can find a date that
Ouch.
works for you.
So maybe the email was a little warranted.
Totally
but
lost my
man.
mind. Yeah, I had to send an apology email after that one.
At
saying
least you did that.
that was rude. It was uncalled for. But I think that
But man, get a secretary. Thanks. Right?
But for me, if I'm going to be philosophical and not just grumpy, it's alienating. It's alienating. It's putting a barrier between people. It's supposed to be
You're getting
connecting
grumpy.
people. I see. I am.
You're getting stop getting. Oh, we gotta change the subject. Okay.
See, I'm cool with Rush now. We can talk about Rush without me getting grumpy, but I can't.
What's
It's an age thing.
It is.
It is. It's an age thing.
Right?
And I have to agree with you. Like, it is very...
Wouldn't that have aggravated you? Wouldn't you have said?
Oh, yeah. I would be like, first of all, I don't set dates in your calendar.
Yeah.
Like, no.
That's insulting a little
But no,
bit.
it's true, though. Like, I feel like texting, like, it takes away the personal stuff.
And there's danger in texting.
Oh, there's like the lack of tone. And
Yes,
you can read it
or the
anyway.
wrong tone, the
Yeah.
misinterpretation
it's
of
brutal.
tone.
I'm the worst for that. If I'm in a bad mood and I read a text that's like, I don't know, like,
I can
what's
vouch for
going
that
on?
because I've been on the other side of it.
What do you mean, what's going on? Nothing's going on. No,
Well, that's not what I meant.
sorry, I'm projecting again. Yeah. Anyways, I
This
don't
is
know.
the life you live in, though,
Yeah,
Zach.
this
You've
is
never lived in a
your
world that didn't
family.
have cellular phones.
It's true. Yeah.
That didn't have texting.
I showed him a picture today of, well, it was a joke, of a cell phone with a rotary dial.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that'd be perfect for us. And I said to Zach, have you ever even seen one of those phones?
Yes.
'Cause I didn't
You
know
have?
we had.
Yeah.
In a museum.
Where?
In a museum.
I've only seen it once in my life. I'm way older than you.
At my nana's place.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
She used to have an old one.
They're pretty cool.
Whoa.
There was a band called Rotary Dial, and I really always liked that name.
Yeah,
Their
that's a
band name,
great
Rotary
it's-
Dial.
yeah,
It's great.
Rotary
They broke
Dial.
up,
Was the band good, or was it just
They were
the
great.
name? Okay.
Yeah, they split
Just the name.
split ways. Anyways, too
That
bad.
sucks.
You have one more song that you're going to play for us, right?
do.
We want to hear that before we run out of time.
Yeah,
we,
you should do. Yeah.
We are going to end the show a little bit early, maybe around 6:50 or so today. It's got about 15 minutes left. So yeah, what's the last song you're going to play for us?
Song's called "Burn the Past."
Burn
which
the
is
Past.
Kind of
You
going.
got like a bunch of kids like arson kids. Burn my home, burn the
I
past.
know.
What's going on? We actually don't play with fire in the family.
No,
but
you're
No.
very, very careful.
Well, not that we tell people.
it's metaphorical.
We don't tell the
That
insurance
sounds
company.
witchy. Okay, sorry. So burn the past.
Burn the Past,
Burn the
yes.
Past.
So this is a kind of going on the same idea as the last song of making a mistake, but this takes a different approach to it, as in, we're just going to pretend that never happened. You know, swipe it under the rug. Sweep it under the rug,
Sweep
not
it,
swipe. But, you know, just kind of... But even, I guess, taking it to a further level and just, let's burn it. Like it never happened.
Yeah.
There's no evidence on Earth that we made a mistake.
So you want to erase and burn all the past mistakes.
Yeah,
That's-
that's the
okay.
idea of the song. And it's based off of a game called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh my god, that's a very scary
It is.
video game. Have you played that, Dave?
I have not. no.
Try it. It's good.
I'm quite taken by how video games have given you these ideas about really important, thoughtful things that have
Yeah.
to do with
Yeah.
real, actual human beings. It's kind of interesting. Am I missing something with video games? I just thought it was, you know, a way to
ABAB.
sort of drug yourself into a coma. It sounds like there's actually thinking going on here.
No, that's totally fair, and I feel like I am more attracted to games that give you the philosophical thoughts of like, are you a good human being for playing this game and stuff like that? Because
Right.
that interests me more than, I don't know, I can't think of a good example, but more than like an average video game, I guess, where it's just like, there's a bad guy. You gotta go take him down.
Right.
I'd rather it be like, even if they start off that way and then go on more later, and it's like, every time you play the game, you're actually forcing us to play this role every single time. So it's your fault that we all act as one-note characters and stuff. And I love like ideas like that. That's always so cool.
You like walking away, like taking something away from the video games, and
yeah.
And
I mean, I definitely have. Sorry.
No, you go.
I definitely have times where it's like, I just want to play a video game. I just want to sit
absolutely.
down.
That's totally
play
fair
a
too.
dumb video game. I'll play Pokemon for that.
I love Pokemon.
Would it be fair to say that the developers of these games are writing this into the game, or are you interpreting this out of the game?
It definitely depends on the game. I think there's certainly some games where it's very up in your face about it, but then there's some games where there's just enough stuff there that you can kind of piece it together and be like, oh, they make it, this is very clearly a message for something else. And I definitely enjoy those games because I think it's very interesting to see how crazy you can get and still get something so real out of a game, because that's cool to me.
Yeah, because I mean on the last tune, the whole idea of being able to go back to a relationship that's failed, or where you feel like you could have done better, and wanting to replay it, wanting to redo it. That's profound. And this idea of taking mistakes you've made and creating an environment where they never existed is also, it's pretty deep. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. It's okay, dude. He's watering up right now.
Yeah, I'm kind talk among yourselves.
Okay, it's all right. Well, Zach's gonna make us cry with his new song.
And this one's called
Burn the Past.
Burn the Past.
Burn the Past.
Yeah, this is the song. We're gonna hear it right
Burn
now.
the Past by Zach Kennedy.
Yeah, you guys ready?
On 102.7 Chop FM.
In the past it seemed so simple. How could I have guessed what he did? Every day was the same, no one changed except for him. I wish I could have fixed it then, but I'll fix it now. Although what I've done can never be forgotten, I will atone and end it all here. I'll gather them, free their broken minds. I'll tie all the loose ends and burn the past. You have made me unfixable. Now I'm here to get revenge. Though you may have fooled us in the past, this time you're the fool. I wish I could have stopped it then, but I'll stop it now. Although what I've done can never be forgotten, I will atone and end it all here. I'll gather them, free their broken minds. I'll tie all the loose ends and burn the past. For so long you played into our hands and come to this end, and it's over as I burn it all down. Although what we've done can never be forgotten, we would atone and end it all here. We'll gather them, free their broken minds. We'll tie all the loose ends and burn the past.
Woo!
Burn the Past by Zachary Kennedy on 102.7 Chop FM. This is ArtsTalk. I'm Dave Peters.
I'm Taylor Koss.
And we are in conversation with Zach Kennedy and Neil and Tony Kennedy, too. A
Woo,
little bit here and there.
Got a family band.
Yeah, the family band. So a little vocal reach at the end there. A little challenge.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Awesome.
Well, so the songs that you played tonight, are they available online anywhere?
They are. So they are all available on my newest album called Time Gone By Volume 2, under the artist name ZachSongZ with a Z at the end instead of an S. And
One word, right?
One word.
One word.
Yes, all one word. That's a good point.
Yes.
And it's available on pretty much any platform you can imagine: iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Spotify, Bandcamp, everything. Not SoundCloud, but...
If you could open up for one band, like your dream band, what would it be? Who would it be?
I'd love to open up for Fall Out Boy.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
so much fun.
Fall Out Boy.
I hope they're listening right now. Fall Out Boy, if you're listening.
Canadian band, right? Fall Out Boy.
Are they? I think they're
No,
American.
Chicago. Yeah.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Good place.
So, do you hear rock arrangements in these songs?
Oh, yes,
I
definitely.
think they're rocking as an acoustic song, even.
Yeah, because I can
A little
certainly,
bit, right?
you can certainly hear a drum part in there. Yeah.
You were like
You're
just
banging. You're just banging. Yeah, definitely.
Dave was air drumming during the songs.
Well, I was actually air crying.
Oh, are you okay? We've got a
Because of the
Kleenex.
deep
Very deep. Yeah, I know. I agree. I think it's pretty impressive that you have so much to say. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
and especially the link with readers is that it's just it's surprisingly thoughtful, given the source material. It isn't just about shooting people up.
it's not just about shooting people up.
It's so not about that, right? It couldn't be less
Crazy.
about that, which is great. It
Yeah.
actually restores my faith a little bit. I had daughters, and they had no interest in video games at all, so it was never really around my house. And I'm of an age where when I think video games, I think Ms. Pac-Man. You know, that's when I think about video.
It's a good game. Pac-Man.
It is.
It's a good game.
Oh, it's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
a classic.
Ms. Pac-Man kills, yeah.
What's Miss Pac-Man?
This is the pink one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it. Never played that one. But
Miss Pac-Man, really
Miss
good.
Pac-Man.
It's a good one.
Very nice. Very cool.
And I go back to Pong. You remember Pong?
Yeah, first video
Like the-
game ever.
Neil remembers Pong. Remember Pong? Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah,
just
okay.
two
Yeah, I know.
panels that went like this.
I know
That's
what
it.
that
And boop, boop. Exactly.
A lot of fun.
Extremely difficult game. Very difficult game. It was the first stoner game.
Well, we are getting close to that time. We are going to listen to a song called Mysteries from an Answer, and that's a new song of yours?
Yes, it
Yeah?
is. Well, it's the lead single for the album right now.
Cool.
Well, I guess it's not really a lead single, but it's a single, and it has a video online in case
Oh,
you want to watch it
cool.
at ZachSongZ is the YouTube channel. Once again, one word, Z at the end instead of an S.
And so this is already released. The album that it's on is released as well?
Yes.
But you do have something in the works, you said. Is
I
that
do.
a secret, or can we hear about it?
It's a little bit of a secret, but we can talk a little bit about it if you would like.
I would like to.
So I am working on a follow-up album, and it'll come out in 2019 at some point.
That's not that far away. I'm like, ooh, we're
not.
planning ahead. No, 2 months.
Well, a bit later, more mid 2019 is what I'm
Cool.
thinking. But yeah, we're working on probably some of my favorite stuff we've done so far. I've really challenged myself to try new things, but also not stray like too far away. Because I
Yeah.
find when it's always good to be more creative, but also don't stray too far and go into stuff you have no idea about. Because then you get an album that's kind of like wishy-washy.
Yeah.
And
Or you can just start a side project and just do something completely different.
that is also true.
That's true.
But I've tried to combine everything that people loved about the first album and try and add new stuff to it as well to make it different.
How do you attract traffic and interest to the stuff you've got online? Is there a way to promote yourself? Are you looking into that kind of thing?
I sort of talk about it on like my Facebook page and stuff, and I ask
Right.
people to share stuff and be like, hey,
And
if you
he
enjoy it.
goes
watch
on
this.
radio shows and talks
Comes
about
on
it.
the radio, yeah, promotes it
That's
that
also
way.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And yeah, I'm not a super big promoter of my stuff, just because that's not what it's about for me. It's more expression than
Yeah. And then
income.
once you get out there, you have your band, you'll have other things to kind of, once you play shows, live shows.
Your friends at school must know, though. You tell
Yeah.
them what you're doing and,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
get some traffic that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you selling the music? Can people buy the songs?
Yes. The newest album is available for $10.
$10.
Cool.
Which is pretty good. It's 13 songs, so
Yeah,
It's-
that's a deal.
It's
It
good
is.
bang for the buck.
I'd say, right?
Awesome.
Great.
So at some point, maybe you gotta hire management. Become a
You can
thing.
pay me, I'll do it. No, I'm just kidding.
She's good at that stuff.
Yeah, but I don't think that they can
Promote some
afford.
shows for you.
I would definitely help you. You don't have to pay me.
You do a punk show with the Grey Goat. She's real good.
Yeah,
at that.
just start a punk band. I'll got you covered.
Punk band. We got a bunch of places you can tour.
Yeah. Aw, imagine Zach in a Oh man,
Wouldn't
I'm
that
so
be great?
excited. I'm getting teary-eyed. We're both crying tonight. Okay.
Very emotional show.
Thank you so much for making the trek from Barrie. It was awesome to hear what you've been up to. Really happy for you.
Thank
Yeah,
you
the
for
songs
having
sound terrific. Well done.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Good work over there, Dad, on
Yes,
the
thank you,
guitar.
Karen.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
Neil. Beautiful.
Cool.
So we're going out with the lead track off of the new record,
Yes,
Mysteries
we are.
from an Answer.
So make sure, just going to say one more thing, make sure you come out to the Grey Goat on Friday night. We have a really cool show of rockabilly, surf, and ska bands. It's Heldorados, the Classy Rags, the Hirachis, and Buzz Deluxe. And make sure you tune in next Wednesday because we have, actually, he's a musician, but he's a videographer, is that a word? Photographer, Michael Amaral, a.k.a. Michael L. Krusty. Yeah, it's a name and nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, but next week, he's who did the Hysterics music video.
Very good.
And very, yeah, like
different kind of artist.
He's like the Anti-Queen's like star photographer, always, yeah. So very good content and got lots to say.
Sounds like it's going to be an amazing show.
I think it will be amazing. So
Everyone
make
should
sure,
tune in.
yes,
6 o'clock ish.
ish,
Next Wednesday.
yeah, ish. Okay.
Our thanks again to Zach Kennedy.
Thank
We're
you.
going to take you out of here with some Zach Kennedy. This is Mysteries from an Answer on 102.7 Chop FM.
When I arrived and looked up at the sky and thought there was nothing here for me, then I found something that would feed my curiosity. I knew that I'd found the next chapter in my life, one where it was up to me to solve everything. Every answer that I find just leads to another question. I just wanna fill my mind with everything I can't comprehend. Why does everyone seem to think there's no need to solve the mystery? I've encountered the extinct and yet no one wants to believe me. Why is it no one sees all the abnormalities? Yet they fall for all the fakes, why can't they understand? I knew that I'd found the next chapter in my life, one where it was up to me to solve everything. Every answer that I find just leads to another question. I just wanna fill my mind with everything I can't comprehend. Why does everyone seem to think there's no need to solve the mystery? I've encountered the extinct and yet no one wants to believe me. I just wanna know why things can be so strange. I'm determined to find what's really going on. Every answer that I find just leads to another question. I just wanna fill my mind with everything I can't comprehend. Why does everyone seem to think there's no need to solve the mystery? I've encountered the extinct and yet no one wants to believe me. Every answer that I find just leads to another question. I just wanna fill my mind with everything I can't comprehend. Why does everyone seem to think there's no need to solve the mystery? I've encountered the extinct and yet no one wants to believe